feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Brian Giles with Brian Giles MTG. Hoo-ha. We're back with more Avatar The Last Airbender spoilers. So, starting our list off, we have a card that a lot of people were wanting to see what exactly it was going to look like. We have Uncle Iroh. Now, Iroh's a very important figure in this set because he is kind of like the exiled Prince Zuko's kind of mentor. And he did some terrible things in the past, but he's turning over a new tea leaf because he's realized that all this stuff that the Fire Nation is doing is just nonsense. He just wants to live a relaxed life, teaching his young nephew, the secrets of firebending and how to be, a good person. So 2 hybrid green reds and 1 for a 4/2 human noble ally with firebending 1. Lesson spells you cast cost 1 generic less to cast. So when he's teaching, it costs less to cast. So hoo-ha. Then we have the fully actualized, the final form of Iroh in Iroh Grand Lotus. Green, blue, red, and 3 for a 5/5 legendary human noble ally with firebending 2. During your turn, each non-lesson instant and sorcery card in your graveyard has flashback, with its flashback cost being equal to the card's mana cost. And during your turn, each lesson card in your graveyard has flashback 1. So the stuff that you've learned before can come back for a single generic. This guy's gonna have value. He's probably going to be a great focus as a commander in kind of a spell slingy type lesson deck. So, hoo-ha. Next up, we have Azula on the Hunt. Now, Azula being, Zuko's evil sister, that, her only purpose is to not only catch the Avatar, but to destroy her brother. So for a black and 3, she's a 4/3 legendary human noble with firebending 2. When she attacks, you lose a life and create a clue token. And then we have Azula, the final form of Azula, Azula Cunning Usurper. 2 generic, a blue, and 2 blacks for a 4/4 legendary human noble rogue with firebending 2. When she enters, target opponent exiles a non-token creature they control. Then they exile a non-land card from their graveyard. During your turn, you may cast cards exiled with Azula, then cast them as though they had flash, and mana of any type can be spent to cast those spells. Yes, Azula is an evil, witch of a character. And this card certainly makes her live up to her name. So hoo-ha. And while that was in the middle of Azusa, this is Fire Lord Azusa. Fire Lord Azula is blue, black, red, and 1 for a 4/4 legendary human noble with firebending 2. Whenever you cast a spell while Fire Lord Azula is attacking, copy that spell and choose new targets for the copy. Well, she has an affinity for lightning, and we have the lightning strike spell, which she can cast using just her firebending. And you can copy that. So, yeah, she's very useful. Next up, we have Zhao, Ruthless Admiral. Zhao is like, kind of like the military guy that he's devoted to the cause and will not stop no matter what to prove that he is the number one guy. So 2 hybrid red blacks and 2 for a 3/4 legendary human soldier with firebending 2. If you sacrifice another permanent, creatures you control get +1 +0 till end of turn. Next up, we have something from the bonus sheet. Release to memory. Add a white and 3 instant reads exile target opponent's graveyard. For each creature card exiled this way, create a 1/1 color spirit creature token. Next up is another powerful card in Badger Mole Cub. A green and 1 for a 2/2 Badger Mole. When it enters, you earthbend 1. Whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green mana. So this guy adds more mana and gives you, a little earthbended land to work with. Next up, we have Dragonfly Swarm. Blue, red, and 1 for a star 3 dragon insect with flying and ward 1. Its power is equal to the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard. And when it dies, if there's a lesson card in your graveyard, draw a card. So this goes well in Spellslinger lesson decks. You're gonna find some uses for this. So hoo-ha. We have North Pole Patrol. A blue and 2 for 2/3 human soldier ally. Tap it to untap another target permanent you control. That's not going to be abused. And you can waterbend 3 to tap target creature an opponent controls. Yeah, this is going to be a fun card to play with. Next up, we have Firebending Student. Red and 1 for 1/2 human monk with prowess. Has Firebending X, where X is this creature's power. So using the prowess to increase your power, and you can firebend, as much as you need to. So hoo-ha. In a firebending deck, that's going to find uses. Next up is Leaves from the Vine. It's an enchantment saga for a green and 1. Chapter 1 says mill 3 cards and create a food token. Then Chapter 2 is put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures you control. Chapter 3, draw a card if there's a creature or lesson card in your graveyard. So this basically tells the story of Uncle Iroh. How, he just wants to lay back, drink his tea, and teaches his young nephew. Next up, we have the Legend of Karuk. Another avatar that was before Aang. 2 blue and 2 for Enchantment Saga. Chapters 1 and 2, you scry 2 and draw a card. Chapter 3, you can exile this guy and return to the battlefield under your control. When you return it, when he comes back in as Avatar Karuk, a 4/3 legendary avatar. When you cast a spell, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. This token can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. It has an exhaust ability of Water Bend 20 to take an extra turn after this one. Now that's a steep price. So I don't think that anybody will be able to really kick this off. But, whenever you cast a spell, you're creating spirit tokens. So maybe, you're kind of creating, a big army of creatures, and you're going to do that whole thing and take an extra turn. Next up, we have Invasion Tactics. A green and 4 for enchantment that reads, when it enters, creatures you control get +2/+2 till end of turn. Whenever one or more allies you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Another card from the bonus sheet is Mystic Remora. Blue mana for an enchantment with a cumulative upkeep of 1. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card unless that player pays 4 generic. Next up, we have Hey Bye, Forest Guardian. This comes from the Jumpstart Welcome Deck type set. So he's a mythic for a green and 3. You get a 4/4 Bear Spirit. You can reveal target from the top of your library until you reveal a shrine card. Put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. And you can pay Woober, white, blue, black, red, green, and tap it for each legendary enchantment you control. Create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. This token can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. So this guy is a guy for a shrine deck. If you're going to be playing with some shrines, he's your guy. Some spirit action. Yahoo-haw. Next up, we have Fang, Roku's companion. Now, Roku is another one of the avatars before Aang. And 2 red and 3 for a 4/4 legendary dragon with flying. Whenever he attacks, another legendary creature you control gets +X+0 till end of turn, where X is Fang's power. When Fangs die, if he wasn't a spirit, return this card to the battlefield under your control. He's a spirit, in addition to its other types. So, hoo-ha. Next up we have Katara's Reversal. Again, from the Jumpstart set, you get 2 blue and 2 for an instant that reads counter up to 4 target spells and or abilities. Untapped up to 4 target artifacts and or creatures. So hoo-ha. Especially if you've got a lot of firebending stuff going on. And you've used some water bending, so you can untap all those creatures you've used for your water bending. So you can use their abilities again. So hoo-ha. We got Sokka and Suki. Blue, red, and white for a 3/3 legendary human warrior ally. Sokka and Suki or another ally you control enters. Attach up to 1 target equipment you control to that creature. Whenever equipment you control enters, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. I could see this fitting into maybe even a Captain America deck. Yeah. Equipment decks. Yeah, these guys are gonna, these guys can do some stuff. We have Toph, Earthbending Master. So, a green and 3 for a 2/4 legendary human warrior ally. She has a landfall of whenever a land you control enters and get an experience counter. Whenever you attack, Earthbend X, where X is the number of experience counters you have. So, experience counters are gonna matter. And this is a landfall thing, so this will fit into your landfall deck. Next up we have Avatar Kyoshi, Earthbender. Now it's a beefy 3 green and 5 for a 6/6 legendary human avatar. But during your turn, she's hexproof. At the beginning of combat of your turn, you can take that 8 mana and earthbend it to give you an 8/8 land creature. That's going to be scary. We didn't want Roku quite yet. We wanted Zuko, Firebending Master. Again, from the Jumpstart set. Red and 1 for a 2/2 legendary human noble ally with first strike. And Firebending X for X is the number of experience counters you have. Now, mixing that with Toph and stuff, that could make all sorts of bad things. Whenever you cast a spell during combat, you get an experience counter. Yeah, we're going to have fun. Okay, next up is Avatar Roku. Now, we've already seen Roku's dragon, but Avatar Roku, 3 red and 3 for a 6/6 legendary human avatar. Whenever a player attacks, add 6 red mana. Till the end of combat, you don't lose mana as steps in. Pay 3 red, target creature gets +3/+0 till end of turn. Yikes, that's gonna sting. That's just gonna sting. Especially if you're playing with stuff like Sozin's Comment. Next up we have Azula from the Jumpstart set. Black and 2 for a 3/3 legendary human noble with firebending 1. When she attacks, discard a card and you get an experience counter for each player who discarded a card this turn. Pay a black and 2 till end of turn. Azula gets +1/+0 for each experience counter and you have and gains menace. So she's all about the discard deck, so that's going to be interesting. Next up we have Washi Tong, all-knowing. 2 blue and 3 for a 4/4 legendary bird spirit. It's got flying, and when it enters, target non-land permanent and owner. Non-land permanents owners puts it into their library second. From the top or on the bottom. So you get to remove non-land permanent back to the library. And whenever 1 or more cards are put into the library from anywhere, create 2 1/1 colorless spirit creature tokens. This creature can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. Okay. Wow, we're at 22 minutes already, and we're going to say, hoo-ha, we'll see you on the next video.